welcome back. It is still straight from the dailies on Splash 105.5 FM. I hope you're doing well. Wherever it is you're listening to us from. And don't forget, you can watch us live on Facebook. We're live on Facebook. So please go onto Facebook and, of course, share to your community. As you're watching, share to your community. We have a Power Pack program for you today. Of course, joining me is Barrister Yomi Ogunlola. Good morning, Barrister.
Yes, good morning, Nigeria. Ronke, good morning. And my SM, good morning. Hope your night was wonderful.
Yes, we can only thank God. Thanking God to be alive. I mean, we're just reading the newspapers before this, and we're seeing in Osun State alone there are about 13 COVID deaths. In Lagos, about over 100, COVID deaths. Just to ensure that people know that COVID-19 is still out there. The Delta variant, by the way, and so please continue to take precaution. Wear your mask, social distance, and if you can still get vaccinated, please get the vaccine. It is obviously to save your life. All right, so let's look at some more headlines this morning from the Tribune newspaper. Oshun APC crisis. Police arraign Aregbeshola's associate for assault. Also in the papers this morning, we've read this. Lagos records 135 deaths, over 400 oxygen cylinders used. Oshun records 13 COVID-19 deaths in 1 week. Also find, which is obviously a hot topic, the PDP crisis is still raging. Rivers Court restrains Secondus from parading as PDP chairman. We'll be back to take that news story. Also in the papers, another trending topic, court orders striking doctors to resume work immediately. But let's move over to the Punch newspaper and get some more headlines. Petroleum Industry Act loopholes. 36 states set up 6-member panel plan amendments. Also in the Punch newspaper this morning, still on COVID-19, Edo government to restrict large gatherings as second phase of vaccination begins. And also in the papers, land grabbers, 5 killed, several injured in Lagos, Ogun attacks. Let's move to the Premium Times, where in the headlines this morning, front page, bandits kill 4, abduct 50 in Zamfara, according to police. And on the FIRS versus Wike struggle, ignore Wike, continue to pay VAT to us. FIRS urges Rivers taxpayers. It's so annoying when citizens have to be confused like this when you have two people. It's ridiculous. In the Premium Times here, it says the Federal Inland Revenue Service has urged taxpayers, especially those in Rivers State, to continue to pay their value-added tax to it to avoid paying penalties for failure to do so. Alhaji Ahmed, Director, Communications and Liaison Department of the FIRS, gave the advice in a statement on Sunday in Abuja. Premium Times reported how, emboldened by a recent judgment of the Federal High Court, Port Harcourt, the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, on Thursday signed into law a bill which authorizes the Rivers State government to henceforth collect value-added tax in the state. Besides VAT, the court had ruled that Rivers State government, and not the agent of the federal government, was authorized by the Nigerian Constitution to collect personal income tax in the state. It may be too early to draw conclusion on the implications of this development, as FIRS has appealed the judgment. I'm glad that there's a lawyer here, but if there's a pending case and whilst you're still appealing, the court says do this, I mean, what are your thoughts? Please, can you weigh in on this?
You see, the law does nothing in vain. And it is surprising, that an agency of government will be the one to be violating the law. The court has so ruled. And until that judgment is set aside.
But the FRS is saying that since the organization had already appealed the judgment in which it sought a stay of execution order, that the status quo ante should subsist on VAT collection.
If they have done that, there's nothing wrong about it. I do agree with them that they have the right to appeal, but as it is now, one thing I have found in this country is, despite government not meeting up to its responsibilities, you find double taxation here and there, or even triple taxation on the same thing. Look, the problem we're trying to resolve here, this value-added tax, I think it is so reasonable. Goods that have nothing to do with the exclusive legislative list. Why should the federal government be taxing the people on them? those things rightly belong to the states. And now you have VAT, and many of the states have their sales tax. You know, what is happening? You know, I just pray that the courts would expedite action on that, you know, on the appeal up to the Supreme Court, so we can have a final say on it.
Right.
Well, for the time being, he has advised, let us wait for the people to comply.
Absolutely. All right, let me take some more headlines from the Guardian. $1 billion operational costs push private jet owners into bankruptcy. Also in the Guardian, doctors insist on strike as court refuses federal government's request. Palace infrastructure, limited export base, others threaten FDI. Still in the Guardian, security crisis drives up Nigeria's food worries. And here in the Guardian as well, front page, Christ Embassy fined for flouting COVID-19 lockdown in Australia. All right, another trending topic is the issue of the doctors. In the Tribune newspaper this morning, this is how it's reported. The National Industrial Court of Nigeria on Monday ordered the striking members of the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors to resume work immediately. The order was made following an ex parte motion filed by the Federal Ministry of Health seeking for an order of interlocutory injunction restraining members of NAD from further continuing the industrial action they embarked upon on August 2nd, 2021, contrary to Section 41 of the Trade Dispute Act, pending the determination of the substantive suit. The motion brought under a suit, the number says there has the Federal Ministry of Health and the federal government as first and second applicants, and NAD as the only defendant/respondent. Upon hearing the motion ex parte and affidavit sworn by Ahmed Nasiru, the Director of Legal Services, Federal Ministry of Health, in support of the motion, the presiding judge, Justice J.I. Tagema, granted an order of interlocutory injunction compelling all members of the defendants as respondents as NAD, I believe in all the states of the Federation, to suspend the said industrial action commenced on August 2nd, 2021, and to resume work immediately pending the determination of the substantive suit. The court held that the continued downing of tools by the striking doctors have inflicted a lot of damage on the health system and the sick, especially in this perilous time of the COVID-19 pandemic. And then Tagema further ordered that the claimant applicant and the defendant respondent suspend all forms of hostilities forthwith, pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice. What are your thoughts here? Because I know I still see a headline here where it says doctors are insisting, doctors insist on strike as court refuses federal government's request. What are your thoughts?
Well, it is an interim order. Much as I would not advise the doctors to disobey it, but we know what happens in Nigeria. Even the government disobeys it. All right? But I would have thought, you know, that a matter such as this should have gone to maybe arbitration or at least, you know, outside the court system.
Right.
For a peaceful resolution. It's becoming one too many for this country. What is wrong must be corrected. And this has been going on for quite a long time. Anyone who knowingly does wrong and does not correct their ways, they will definitely be met with a day of regret. And that is what has been happening here. This is what has been happening here. Do you know, now you just read in one of the, you know, headlines, the number of people dying from COVID. Now, can you imagine a facility without doctors?
Absolutely.
A COVID facility, COVID-19 facility.
Isn't this what the government should be thinking about? Instead of taking them to court, isn't this what they should be thinking about?
We have, these governments are unconcerned about us. They are not bothered about us because they have the alternative. The president left Nigeria for UK for medical treatment. The leader of their party left for UK for medical treatment. And they don't bother what effect it has on our balance of payments problems. Assuming, I said it some time ago, that all Nigerians had that privilege to go abroad. Why don't we put our facilities in order? Buhari is 6 years in office. The medical facility in Aso Rock is in tatters. In Aso Rock,
Right where he lives.
Where he lives. It's shameful. I don't know what we are doing.
Right.
I don't know.
Now the issue with the doctors is, the strike has gone for 23 days now. That's a long time. If you go to a lot of these hospitals, you see what is happening there. The doctors are insisting that the federal government must withdraw its suit against them at the National Industrial Court, and the no work, no pay order already been implemented against its members.
Well, that has never worked. No work, no pay. Which will no work, no pay. They will pay everything. It has never worked in this country, even under the military rule. No work, no pay. Look, we must do what we need to do. And that is what we are telling the government. You can imagine, go and see what the so-called legislators are earning. And these are people who are risking their lives. A couple of days ago was a day to remember Adadevo. Nobody remembered. Not even the government. That is one woman who sacrificed her life.
Absolutely. That
all of us may be free of Ebola. But today, she is not remembered. So who wants to sacrifice his or her lives?
For the country. Absolutely. And that's the grouse that the doctors have.
Of course, that's what they have.
Every time they down tools, they are urged to go back, they go back. But their needs are...
When Buhari and all these cohorts go abroad and go and take medical... don't they ask questions how they run the facilities over there?
Is this an indictment on the Minister of Labour? He's the one that obviously has been in the forefront of negotiating.
He's just a spokesperson for
the
government.
So what should be done?
I would have thought, that a matter such as this would not go to the regular courts. It will not go to the regular courts. Let it go to arbitration. Or mediation center or whatever. The doctors have a right to express their grievance. It's a democracy. How can you be threatening them when they're asking for their rights?
Absolutely.
The same thing would happen when ASU goes on strike. You'll be threatening everybody just because you have the power of coercion at your disposal. It's not good enough.
Absolutely.
And we are seeing all that is happening. We saw what happened in Kano. Can you imagine a country where the people can barely feed themselves? And you have those who are parading themselves in the corridors of power, flying private jets. Do you know how much it costs? The parking fees for a private jet.
That's why they are talking about bankruptcy now.
Oh, my bankrupt.
Okay, we got to take a short commercial break. It is straight from the dailies. So stay tuned. After this break, we'll be looking at this PDP crisis and how it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. Would love to know your thoughts on the situation of things. So make sure to send a text message. If you're on Facebook watching, leave a comment right under this video. And of course, we'll be taking phone calls in a bit as well. Don't go away. It is the Morning Splash.
Splash FM 105.5.
Oh, yeah, use my tree. One expella to come on bombs. When they for body, your bikini go they can pay. The head go improve. No more worry. No more sleepless nights. Pirating won't make fellas, they keep common worms. Papa, they use them, oh, mama, they use them. Pikin, they use them, it's good for all the family. Pirating won't make fellas.
Stay healthy to warm your family every 3 months with Pyratrine. Pyratrine works effectively and is available in suspension and easy-to-swallow tablet. Pyratrine Warm Expeller is a product of Nimet International Pharmaceuticals PLC. Pyratrine, effective warm expeller for the family.
Ó yá fún mi ní èsì tó wà níbẹ̀ yẹn.
Ṣé bọ́m̀bẹ̀ ṣé nínú ṣọ́ọ̀pù mi yìí náà?
Ṣé bóun nìyẹn òun ló tọ́ka sí yẹn?
Ọṣẹ Premier lè ń tọ́ka sí yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, ìpolówó lọ lórí Premier lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Sórí bí o ṣe ń bí ọṣẹ Premier mẹ́ta tó wà lórí igbá yẹn. Níṣẹ́ ni mò ń rí PS5, laptop, AC, ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀la fún ọṣẹ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta fún mi. Darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ ìtura kí o sì jẹ́ ẹ̀bùn kàbìtì. Ní PS5, ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀, laptop àti ọ̀pọ̀ oríṣi àwọn ohun ìmíràn pẹ̀lú ìrìnàjò ọ̀fẹ́ fún ènìyàn méjì lọ sí Dubai nínú ìpolówó Premier Cool Chill and Win promo. Àwọn òfin àti ìlànà wà o.
Good night, Susan.
Oh, good night, sir.
Hi. You need it when? Okay, we'll get it done. Guys, we can't leave. We've got to finish the client's order tonight.
Tonight?
This time?
How about some top tea to cheer us up?
Tea?
Top tea.
Only one bag of Topsy makes 2 strong cups. So taste to know more flavor, enjoyment, friendship, and upliftment.
Wow, this is gorgeous.
Taste to know. Topsy.
Lásìkò yìí nǹkan kékeré wàá ti máa gbọ́ bàbá àlàyé ẹ̀yàn fún wa ọ̀gá ẹ fún wa àmọ́ nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ ni pé kí ni yóò lè kárí àti pé èèyàn mélòó ni bàbá àlàyé máa yanran fún gan-an kò ṣáà lè wá kó wa lọ wá para ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tó o bá ń wá ìfàjẹ̀ǹjẹ̀ tán tó rinlẹ̀ nígboro darapọ̀ mọ́ yellow awoof giveaway tó lékè nǹkan tó bá jẹ́ oníbàárà MTN tàtẹ̀yìnwá wàá máa ṣe falala pẹ̀lú àfikún lórí àfikún ìdá 100% nígbàkúùgbà tó o bá ra ìpè ọlọ́gọ́rùn kan tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lórí MTN bẹ́tà tọ̀ tó o bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ oníbàárà tó fẹ́ràn ìfà olójoojúmọ́ *888* ló máa lò láti lè jẹ àǹfààní ìfàlọ́nà mẹ́fà tó o bá ra oníyekíye lórí MTN Awoof for you. tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé oníbàárà tuntun nìyẹn wàá máa jẹ àfikún ìfà tí ìdálọ́nà 107 ní gbogbo ìgbà tó o bá ra ọlọ́gọ́rùn kan àbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lórí MTN yànfùyànfùn. torí náà má nà gẹ̀rẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ ìfà tó mórí wú ní gbogbo ibi tó o bá lọ pẹ̀lú MTN.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Used to tell me after dinner time story how they used to chop life at your one bad parties. Chicken curry sauce, my mom is the boss. You can never have enough of party to love. But these days, all we see is just concoction. Like we got smacked in the head and got concussion. No more daily treats, no more Sunday best. Is this what you eat? My God, why settle for less? It's night time, everybody gotta live it up. Maggie chickens in the kitchen, everybody season up. Mouth water and lips smacking, finger licking. Didn't I tell you every meal tastes like chicken? Spice up every meal, don't let them taste the same. Cause Maggie chicken is making chicken great again. Just know one thing, just know I really, really love it. When you cook with Maggie chicken. Maggie chicken now comes in powder.
With Maggie, cook the difference.
Mommy, let's play football. Mommy, help me push my bicycle. Mommy, jump rope. Mommy, here, let's play hide and seek. Mommy, let's have some Twisco. You need it.
It's easy to spot the Twisco kid because they seem to be so active. Introducing new Twisco chocolate drink powder, a unique blend of cocoa, milk, and malt, fortified with Enafort, a special blend of vitamins and minerals that helps give kids the vitality they need for an action-packed day.
Twisco, power your dream.
Imagine say you dey flex go TV every day. That boring Monday go be fun Mondays oh. Tuesdays plus Wednesdays go be like telenovela. That long Thursday go turn to movie Thursdays oh, with better drama. Fridays plus weekend go choco with ogbonge entertainment for you. No dulling moments on Top Go TV with channels like Star Life, BET, Fox, Telemundo, TNT, and more. Go TV go totally with better drama. We are stay connected to Go TV for Go To TV entertainment every day. Go TV, love it.
Babe, that girl must be using something.
Hey, Berry, what kind of something?
You to see how she's always smiling, displaying her 32.
You're cuckoo right. I know her secrets. I know what she's using. She uses it twice a day.
Tell me her secrets.
I'll give you a hint. ABZ.
ABZ?
Yes, ABZ is the secret. Close-Up contains antibacterial zinc, ABZ, which gives you 3 times more freshness and 3 times more protection. Better than your regular toothpaste. Now you know the ABZ secret.
The new Close-Up is her secret. Everybody must hear.
You can't keep a secret.
New Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Triple the freshness, triple the protection.
Big protein breakfast. Àṣírí ibẹ̀ nìyẹn. Bí ìyá mi máa ṣe ń jí láfẹ̀mọ́jú, wọ́n á se oúnjẹ fún wa kí wọ́n tó sáré lọ sí ibi iṣẹ́. Lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà, bàbá wa máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ dalẹ́. Wọ́n sì tún jí lówùúrọ̀ láti gbé mi lọ sí ilé ẹ̀kọ́. Kò wá sí bó ṣe lè di gádígádí tó. Kì í rìn wọ́n láti máa bá mi ṣeré. Ìdí rèé tí wọn kì í kúrò nílé láì jẹ big protein breakfast.
Bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọjọ́ rẹ pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ tó kún fún pig protein amárata kébé.
Pig, rich for your pig.
Ẹ̀yin ará lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin àmúwá fún yín láti iléeṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ aṣáájú nínú ṣíṣe máṣíìnì alùpùpù lágbàáyé ẹ̀mí kò ṣeé dádúró ti Naija Hero Hunter.
máṣíìnì alùpùpù Hero Hunter 100 pẹ̀lú ìjókòó gígùn tó tún tẹ́jú, ààyè ìgbẹ́rù tó fẹ̀ àti ẹ́ńjìnì alágbára 100cc tó tún wá pẹ̀lú warranty onídìíwọ̀n olóṣù 12 Visco engine oil oní lítà 24, èyí tí yóò mú ọ tọ́jú ju náírà lọ. Fún ìgbà díẹ̀ ni o, fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ pè Làfẹ́ 0800 800 8080. Hero Hunter, máṣíìnì alùpùpù tó lálòtọ́ tó ṣeé gbára lé.
Sunshine, you make me smile. You brighten my day. My sunshine in a bottle. In every way. Lipton iced tea. No be lie, yo. You keep me refreshed. Lipton iced tea. I can't deny my sunshine drink. Lipton iced tea. Oh yeah, show me your shine. Come make it chop better life. Mommy and daddy and everybody, show me your bottle job.
Chop better life with sunshine in a bottle with the refreshingly delicious Lipton iced tea. Available in peach and lemon flavors.
Lipton iced tea.
Lipton iced tea. Deliciously refreshing.
It's game night at the Bensons and everyone's having fun. Then, this.
Hey, son, what's the matter? You too? No way.
Don't let coughs and the common cold ruin your fun time. Tuxil range of uniquely formulated day and night syrups provides effective relief from cough and cold. Product may cause drowsiness. Tuxil, the job gets done when the cough is gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Are you in need of a nice and comfortable, fully furnished hostel accommodation in the University of Ibadan? Or are you in search of a place for seminars and executive trainings? Look no further. Adebayo Akonde Hall is the go-to place for your lodging needs with a home away from home feel. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. For inquiries and reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call 080-5699-8718 or 080-5699-8719 or 080-5699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
Mamas, on a good morning, for your picking bright smile, make sure say them they brush every day with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection because Colgate locks calcium in.
Welcome back. It is still straight from the dailies where we have been looking at the stories making headlines in Nigerian newspapers, curating some of the hot topics in the newspapers just for you. And of course, we look forward to your reactions and comments. All right, we're still looking at some of the hot topics in the newspapers today. And of course, we know that the PDP crisis is definitely top of mind. Here in the Vanguard newspaper, I believe the Vanguard newspaper reports this, where it says Uche Secondus is restrained from parading himself as national chairman member of PDP. A high court in Rivers State has restrained embattled Prince Uche Secondus from parading himself as national chairman or member of the People's Democratic Party. The injunction was granted on Monday by Honorable Justice Ogbasam of the Degema Judicial Divisional Vacation Court sitting in Port Harcourt. The development followed a suit filed by Ibe Uchi Alex and Umezirike Onucha against Uche Secondus and the PDP. The judge, after reading the affidavit in support of the motion of ex-party as well as the reading address, and after hearing the submission of H.A. Bello, counsel to the applicants, granted the interim injunction barring Secondus from parading as the national chairman of PDP. It goes on and on, but isn't this the PDP shooting itself in the foot? I mean, with elections not too long from now, why must for them is this the PDP shooting itself in the foot? And this seems to a lot of fingers are pointing to. Of course, this is also a judgment that's coming from Rivers State. Wike is in Rivers State.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts on this?
It shouldn't surprise anybody. it shouldn't surprise
What does
anybody.
Wike stand to gain with all this pushing for Secondus out?
Not even the devil knows the heart of a man. You know, we don't know what is happening. There is an alliance, I heard, with Atiku, because Secondus himself was nurtured by Wike. But you see, it's politics here. And if I am to borrow from Eisenhower, he said, if a political party does not have its foundation in the determination to advance a cause that is right and that is moral, then it is not a political party. It is merely a conspiracy to seize power. And if you look at the major platforms in this country, they have exhibited almost everything that Eisenhower was talking about here. Politics is not about the good of the people, which it should be. Politics is about the individuals who are members of the party running for themselves. So I'm not surprised that they are fighting amongst themselves. It is always the case. But Nigerians should be very, very worried. What happened in Kano should be, an eye-opener. You saw how they all came together. So when somebody came and said, look, all these elites that you are seeing, whether they belong to APC or they belong to PDP or they belong to SDP or whatever the party, there are only two parties in Nigeria. The elites and we, the others.
Right.
So if you go and kill yourself because you are supporting a candidate of a political party, you are wasting your time. You are on your own or you're lower.
Because they put their political ambitions ahead of...
It is... no sane country will have 100 private jets flying when the people can barely feed. Go to the market, Ronke, and see what is happening. Go and see how many children are now turning to thieves. You know,
to screen wipers in traffic.
Screen wipers in traffic, beggars. You see some of them even wearing suits, begging, and the political cars is flying in private jets. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, So when it comes to the political parties, let them do whatever they like with themselves.
But how about those who are hoping that the other party, the alternative to APC and PDP, that hopefully with what's happening, that this might give rise for the underdog in 2023. No.
We are talking about Nigeria. Do you think they will allow it to live if it is indeed a third force? Do you think something out of the ordinary must happen in Nigeria? Something out of the ordinary. These are people who are so shameless. You can see somebody now, somebody gets the ticket of a political party, he is elected into office, midway into his election, he is moving to the other party, which they say the camping to another party. All right? And the law appears not, for now, able to deal with the situation. Because ordinarily, people like that should lose their seats. If you won on the ticket of PDP, and you want to cross to APC, then leave that seat. Go and recontest. But so far we have not gotten that kind of response from the courts. It is so sad, So I know them. If you go and carry a third force now, if they see it carries weight, all of them will shake in it. They will all move there and now.
Okay.
So I don't know. Something out of the ordinary must happen.
All right. So, unfortunately, we don't have time. We would have looked at Tambuwa was also saying something about kind of leader that Nigeria needs.
Yes.
It's in the papers as well, so you can read it. But there's a text here from Dari from Ife. He says it's obvious these people only care about themselves. You really need to visit some of the private hospitals and see how overwhelmed they are. Let's just vote them out. Nigeria needs selfless leaders, not these money and thirsty ones. That sounds really easy, Dari. But we'll see. This one is from... This says, my name is Akin from Mokola in Ibadan. Okay. Okay, Akin is looking for a wife. He's not responding to our comments. All right, well, thank you.
Looking for a wife this hard time. Akin, I don't envy you.
Listen to next time. The Blessing Agbeton was on the night sheet, so I think she has like a setup. So next week, Monday evening, you can join Blessing Agbeton. Make sure you text in time, so I'm not the one that starts.
I hope you have a job. I have plenty of money in your account.
That's what it takes.
That's what it takes now.
All right, let's take this. All right, so we have some messages here as well. But in the meantime, you can call us and share your thoughts and contributions to the stories making headlines. All right, let's take this. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You want to say good morning when you already said good morning. What's your name, please? Go on.
Good morning. Good morning. I see our leader just found themselves in the seat of power accidentally. This is not the democracy that we need. What is the meaning of democracy? The government of the people, by the people, and for the people. This is not democracy. This is crazy. We are not enjoying them at all. That is the truth of the matter. We need a very incorruptible.
Right.
Because they didn't go to Kano. If it is money they want, they did not go to Kano. Why is it that it is the schools that they are going, the farms that they are going, where vulnerable poor people are?
And you know, the irony is, I mean, they've left these people to sort of have to negotiate with.
Can you imagine that?
But then they will now turn around to say it's illegal to negotiate.
Can you imagine that?
Terrorists. All right, so Tunde from Ringwood says, good morning, Ronnie G and Barrister. My condolences to Plateau on his dad's demise. He says, I always pity this nation with crop of leaders directing our affairs. Do you realize how much you've been extended to board those private jets flight last week Friday for the president's son's wedding when hunger is killing people in the land? May God heal our land. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Ronke.
Good morning. What's your name?
Hello. Good morning, Alhaji Yusuf is the name.
Good to have you here, Alhaji.
Good to have you.
Okay, yes. I think it's a pity that we be discussing these problems all over. What is the solution? What is the way out? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, we're with you.
My own suggestion for a way out is let us focus on the leaders of tomorrow. Individually, and forget about government responsibility over them. They are not ready to care for them. Let us all take care of these children and mentor them.
They are killing education.